Greetings, friends, and welcome. I humbly invite you to join me in the pitch dark theater of your imagination and imagine a world in which my fictional literary character, hitherto known as the incorrigible Mr. Zeppo, aka Mr. Zed, is a successful full-time live stream content creator that was a early adopter and practically invented the genre back in 1969 instead of whenever it actually happened here in your universe. Imagine that I have a radio license to play whatever music I want. So when I make a personal recommendation of real life music, like if you've never heard Dave Brubeck's album by the name of Together Again for the Very First Time, you really should, as far as I'm concerned. And if I could, I would drop the needle on that record for y'all right now. But since I can't, I just invite you to imagine it and or look it up for yourself and play it for your own edification. And yes, that is a real word. Buy a dictionary. Read it. Welcome, friends. Please stand by. Oh, here's another real-life, honest, genuine, personal recommendation, which you can do right now. Dave Brubeck is a standing one, pin on the corkboard. It's a reference. It's something that I want to write about. I want to reference that album and write a story that's written with each of those tracks as the musical landscape, as it were. And I want to do what Terry Gilliam did with the song Brazil when he created the cinematic experience known as Terry Gilliam's Brazil. Terry Gilliam's Brazil! There's another real, raw, radically genuine, personal, authentic, no one's paying me to endorse that recommendation. Go watch it. If you're wondering why it's still in pitch black mode, it's because we are just getting ready to start this show, and you are joining me in a new experimental way of exploring it. Right now, you have, as a viewer, a listener, a consumer of this video product, a choose your own adventure with 3 possible choices. You can listen to this opening with the music I'm going to play, which is my own branded Discotheque Synthetica, a collaboration between me, myself, and I, and our imaginary sidekick and best invisible friend ever, DJ Zed. Or you can, if you want, go to your favorite music app that you rely on for finding music you want to listen to and look up Dave Brubeck. That might be spelt funny. That might be a name you don't recognize. But look up Dave Brubeck. Give that artist some love. Follow that person on your music app or apps if you're one of those people like me that nerds out and has a couple of them installed at all times. But my go-to is YouTube Music, because even with ads, I can find the album or the track that I want 99.9% of the time. And I can hit play and listen to that. And I'll listen to the ads and gladly let them play. Because if I've chosen an artist specifically, like let's say I want to listen to 2 Joints, and I specifically want to listen to the insert name redacted here version as opposed to the insert name of other artists who did it first here, redacted, then I can. And maybe there'll be an ad, but I know that whoever is making that music possible, like that guy, in theory, that artist, and if it's you, dear artist, are you a local talented artist with a little humble YouTube channel? Do you want me to listen to your music and then talk about it in my totally irrelevant media review podcast episode? Let me know by contacting me at theincorrigiblemrzeppo@gmail.com. All bots and solicitors for paid services will be ignored and or banned. I need to go do a cleanup tour But you can also comment here in this live stream, whether you're watching it live or you're watching it in the archive on YouTube. Comment that eventually does cross my desk. Let me know. Send me a thing. Follow me on all the socials. I'll notice and know if you're a real human being and a real live artist. If you've got your socials together and you follow me on all of your socials and drop me one message saying, I am a human, spelled with a Z. I am a humans artist, right? I want you to do that. If you are a musician and you want me, I'm not going to go and start playing people's music unsolicited, and I'm not going to bug people, but I'm going to put this out there, this vibe, in this deep, dark moment of theatrical imagination. Imagine, dear audience, do you know a musician that wants to have their music featured? I'm down for anything. If I find the music terrible to listen to, I'll play it once and say thank you, but no thank you. If I love the music and you as an artist are giving me permission and it's not going to get me a shadow strike or an outright music violation, and as previously explained, you send me a video that's either a record of you playing back your recording in the video in good sound quality, but you adding if it's pure audio, you can send me a recording of your voice saying, hello, I am, state your artist name, and for the purposes of like if you have a different than artist name, I'm not trying to steal anybody's personal information, but for the purposes of being like you are actually giving me permission, say your first actual person name. Like, I am the incorrigible Mr. Zeppo, aka RJ, giving permission to anybody who will responsibly reuse this moment of audio in order to help me find young, undiscovered, talented musical artists that I can feature on my live stream in moments like this. So you can submit those at theincorrigiblemrzeppo@gmail.com. I'm going to go purge that email because right now it's nothing but junk mail and things I auto-subscribe to in order to gain access to stuff or to sign up for a video game and whatnot. Back to the prompt. This is an interactive, use the power of your imagination kind of show. So I want you to really settle in. Maybe even lean back if you can. Focus. Perhaps close your eyes and join me in the deep, dark theater of your imagination. And imagine a world in which you have Dave Brubeck, the album Together Again for the very first time, available to you, or I have it available to me and all the legal disclosure bits needed to play it whenever I want to on my radio station / live stream podcast. And I drop the needle on Dave Brubeck. I can't play it, right? I'll get a music strike. I can talk about it and personally endorse it. So if you want to take the moment to pause right here and explore what that's like, I humbly invite you to, for the next several minutes, while I play my DJ Zed music, to go ahead and go to insert your favorite music app here, dig up the album. If you happen to be looking on YouTube Music, you should be able to find Dave Brubeck's Together Again for the very first time, the complete album playlist, by the actual artist, not by some random third person who's reposting it or uploading, like a not so royalty friendly. Like, the original artist should have it up. Dave Brubeck should have a profile, and you should be able to have all his albums, and you should be able to find this one. Drop the needle, push play on the first track, let the ads play, and go, I'm doing this for Mr. Zeppo and for my own theater of imagination. And then when the ad is over, take a deep breath, close your eyes, sit back, snug, turn up the speakers or turn up the headphones a little bit. Don't blast it too loud. And then just listen to the first track. If you've got the ganja, smoke a bit as you do that. Please and thank you. If you don't want to do that, your options are listen to my DJ Zed music and watch I almost forgot to set up the slideshow. Watch the little slideshow or walk away and lurk until I'm ready, which I just got a little itty bitty bits things to do. And also, it's compulsory. It's traditional on live streams to give an opening bit. So I'm making mine weird, strange, and unusual. usual. And thank you very much for playing along. You are with me in the theater of your imagination. And together we're imagining that you took a moment to listen to Dave Brubeck's album. If you're just coming back from having listened to the first album, awesome. I applaud you. Especially if you did it in the not too distant future because you're catching up on weird episodes and this is like a thing that you caught. I welcome it. What did you think? Tell me all about it. There should be a TikTok video specifically about this. If I remember to say, clip that. There's a third option. Instead of listening to the DJ Zed music I'm going to play, you can if you wanted to, because this is what I was also listening to earlier that made me up. They had me up and wanting to boogie woogie, and I wish I could just play this other artist all the time as my default music. I'm going to play an itty bitty 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 micro blast on my speakers of it, so you know that it's literally sitting on my YouTube. It was playing earlier through my really nice, I cannot pronounce the name of this German speaker product name redacted. Something Cardon, Hedron, Kurdun, Hadron. It's like all those names of Swedish furniture that they poke at in Deadpool, except it's my speaker. It's a really beautiful big round speaker. Whence I turn on the camera, which I will, I promise. We're still in the theater of our imaginations together. When I turn on the speaker, when I turn on the webcam later, you might notice a circle of pitch black floating above my head or sometimes off to the side above on a bookshelf in the corner of the room. That's the Hedron, the Cardon, I can't pronounce it. It sounds good though. Okay, so this artist I'm about to play the tiniest snippet of, in order to avoid infringement, is someone I genuinely admire and respect, who I was already hyping in my last little mini video that if you haven't seen, go check it out. If you like Microsoft Jewel, I'm launching a new micro segment called, I jokingly wanted to call it Microsoft Jewel Grind on the Shitter. Ba-dum-ba-ba-dum-bum. Sorry, I did not mean to bring bathroom humor into it. I'm sorry for invoking that whole range of... Purge those images from your mind. I did not record that clip on the boober. I wasn't in there, I swear. He doth protest too much, but it is comedy. Indeed. Oh, did I switch this down to mono, or is this still speaker? Stereo. If this is stereo, I can do I'm on the left. And I am on the right. I am on the left. And I am on the right. We're going to have to test how that sounds later. Check, check, check. Microphone, check. So, erase. Never mind the potty humor. I dropped something. I dropped my lighter. This old stoner dropped his lighter and forgot everything he was talking about. Oh, right. Real honest, genuine personal recommendation. If white guy, culturally reappropriated, but also epically brilliant, so good it doesn't matter, and he was accepted. And he was also not a racist apparently, or maybe he was. If he was, I'm sorry, and I apologize for endorsing him. If he was, I was not aware. If he was someone who, like Elvis, it turns out, even though we all love him and he's genius and he's whatever, he's Elvis, and a lot of people don't care for Elvis. I'm always on the fence, always. And then I found out that he literally would rip off the talents and the labor, the fruit, the artistic fruit of African artists, like African Black American artists, and then get them blacklisted